Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the preferred weapon of Spartan 052, Jorge's Chaingun. The description reads, "Remember reach." Hell yeah, dude. Mythic chaingun with high capacity magazine loaded with high explosive ammunition. Jorge's chaingun boosts movement speed and damage resistance, and you cannot perform Spartan abilities while using this weapon. Now, I'm just going to be brutally honest here for a second and say I have no clue what 343 was thinking when they implemented this weapon. From the description, it sounds badass, but in reality, this is a very underwhelming weapon. The short summary is, you're better off calling in a saw. No joke. Let's look at some of the attributes. So, the chain gun has the same kill time as a saw, if not worse. The speed boost provided is nice. It definitely makes it less punishing using a turret. And the damage resistance is actually pretty noticeable. So contradicting the description, it actually does not have explosive rounds, or at least none that are really noticeable. And despite saying it has a larger magazine, the ammo seems to honestly drain faster than a normal turret. So I'm not sure why that is. Going back to the speed boost and damage resistance, both of these are there to counter the fact that you're using a turret, right? And the point of using a turret is to have high DPS as a pro, but decreased mobility as a con. And with Jorge's chaingun costing you a crazy 8 recs, that's right, you heard me, 8 rec points, it does not do nearly enough damage, in my opinion, to warrant the mobility loss. But it definitely isn't all bad. The damage resistance definitely allows you to tank a lot of damage and push for those kills, but without sufficient backup of one of your friends, or if one or more players actually start shooting you from behind, you can be taken down really fast, and you won't be able to turn around and defend yourself fast enough because of the slow kill time. I'd honestly say that you would do yourself much better by picking up a saw, which will only cost you 4 rec points as opposed to 8, or an Oni chaingun, which will only cost you 5. And that's honestly pretty much all I have to say about Jorge's chaingun. To wrap things up, I'd say it is a very underwhelming weapon for the rec cost, but the increased mobility and damage resistance does make the slow kill time a little bit easier to deal with when you can take a lot of that extra damage that's being dealt your way. But honestly, I would save your rec points and go with something a bit less expensive. Unless, of course, you want to throw on Jorge's armor and look like a complete badass. That it is very good for. Anyway, I'm going to let the rest of the gameplay roll. Thank you all very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Why is it so bad?